The heavyweight division takes another turn again after the Tyson Fury victory over Deontay Wilder. Adam Kownacki is knocked out, stopped by Robert Helenius of all fighters. Who would believe? I watched the fight. I've watched the full fight. I watched the highlights. I've seen it. I had to rewatch everything over and over again to see how Adam Kownacki was actually beaten by Robert Helenius, because Robert Helenius was actually ridiculed as a fight for Adam Kownacki, because apparently people expect Adam Kownacki to take on Joe Joyce or Dominic Brazil, and then out of the blue it came out that he's fighting Robert Helenius, who in recent times has pretty much been a sparring partner. I think he sparred Deontay Wilder. I think he sparred Deontay Wilder. I think, and his most recent, I think he had a fight in, I think, his home country. I think he had a fight in his home country. I'm not sure. Recently, that was the fight before this fight. I'm not sure. I think it was an obscure fight. Basically, a guy who hasn't had much fights. I think he knocked him out. TKO win by Helenius over that guy. Let me quickly check his record. Yeah, Helenius beat a guy. Is it Mateus Roberto Osorio? Yeah, he beat some. Based on the guy's record here, he's had 5 wins, 4 losses. The guy's pretty much a journeyman. He got Robert Helenius got knocked out by Gerald Washington, and if you're getting knocked out by Gerald Washington, I don't think you're getting knocked out by Gerald Washington. I think you should really be looking at whether you really need to be staying in this fight game, to be honest. But Robert Helenius previously got knocked out by Gerald Washington in 2019 in July, and now he's turned everything around and knocked out Adam Kownacki. Now the fight pretty much went it was pretty much a back and forth pretty much before the knockout. Kownacki was throwing shots at Robert Helenius, and Helenius. It was pretty much a scrap. It's pretty much a brawl and a scrap until the knockdown. Now, how the knockdown and the knockout actually took place is that I've been saying this thing and thinking this thing about Adam Kownacki for a while, where he doesn't really have great defense. His defense is pretty much relies on his chin as his defense. Now, he's ended up here getting clipped by Robert Helenius. So he came in, it was near the corner, he threw a few shots at Robert Helenius. Helenius caught him with a right hand, he bounced off Kownacki's chin, and then Helenius caught him with a left hook, a left shot, which then, Kownacki touched ground, got back up. His legs, he looked a bit unstable, but he looked like he was still in it. Helenius put together 2 or 3 shots, dropped Kownacki with a right hand, big right hand, dropped him. Kownacki banged the canvas, and then he got off the canvas again. Credits to him, and then pretty much his legs weren't in it. He had no firepower coming back in return from the onslaught Helenius put on him, and he ended up getting stopped by the referee. So Robert Helenius, shocking box, not really a major shock to the boxing world, like a massive shock, but I didn't expect Helenius to be beating Kownacki, because Kownacki has been ranking pretty well across all sanctioning bodies. People have been talking about Kownacki taking on fighters like Deontay Wilder, possibly taking on AJ, and making a big statement in the heavyweight division. And for Kownacki to get knocked out, stopped by Robert Helenius, I don't think that's a good look for Adam Kownacki, because everyone, including myself, I didn't want to see Kownacki find Robert Helenius. I believe that Kownacki will take him out, knock him out, because Kownacki is similar to Jarrell Miller, puts a lot of pressure on, throws a lot of shots. He's relentless in his pressure, relentless in his shots, and he kind of throws defense out the window. And his lack of concern for his defense kind of got exposed here against Robert Helenius. But Robert Helenius, out of 30 wins with only 19 KOs, and the people that he's really KO'd, obscure fights that people don't really know about. And so I wasn't with the chin that I've seen from Kownacki, I didn't expect him to get knocked out or stopped in any fashion by Robert Helenius, even though it is heavyweight boxing at the end of the day. But for Adam Kownacki to get, obviously you can see him in the picture, getting dropped and knocked out, stopped by Robert Helenius. Man, it's crazy stuff happening in the heavyweight division. Topsy-turvy results. But credit to Robert Helenius though. He came in very good condition, in my opinion. compared to how he physically looked against Gerald Washington, which most people can probably remember from that fight. If you're really into the PBC and you follow the American boxing, he didn't look great in terms of physically, in terms of how he's obviously his shoulders. I don't feel like he was in peak condition. But for this fight, he looked much bigger. He had much. He just looking for me, just looking better condition, just to put it that way. And he turned the apple card and ended up stopping. Adam Kownacki. So where does Robert Helenius go from here? Is there going to be a rematch? Because I think Kownacki is he already talking about a rematch. Because I don't know if there was a rematch clause in the contract they signed for Kownacki. Maybe there was. But Robert Helenius stopping Adam Kownacki. Devastating loss on Adam Kownacki's record. Shouldn't be losing to guys like this. Crazy idea. Like, he was meant to take on. I think he cherry picked Adam for Helenius. Because I saw somewhere they picked Helenius for Kownacki to look good. And he's gone and got himself stopped. So drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about Adam Kownacki getting stopped and beaten by Robert Helenius? A guy that is not really renowned for his power. And Kownacki known for his chin. His chin got to there by Robert Helenius. Drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about this loss on Adam Kownacki's record, losing to Robert Helenius? Drop your comments again. Cool.